doesn't want anything, yet he pops back into your life. Maybe before you expressed what you were looking for, he said that he wanted something different, so you went your separate ways. Let bygones be bygones. But now some time has passed, and you find that he's just dropped you a message. And you even see that he even starts to make an effort with you. And so naturally you think, oh, well, if he's coming back into my life, then clearly he must be ready for the very thing that I said that I wanted. That makes sense, right? Well, I'm going to tell you the male mind of exactly why he pops back into your life when he DMs you, and show you how to handle it so that it works in your favor. Before we get into that, my Tame Your Man program is now open. In this program, I personally guide you how to date in a way that leads to a relationship right from the first date with that guy that you want. So if you want to be ready to know how to lead into a relationship with the next guy that you're into, then enroll in the link below. So let's address the first thing. Why does he keep coming back? Because he knows he can keep coming back. How does he know? Because you allow him to. If you're being honest with yourself, you maybe have said no before, but you didn't really stick to it. You might have said no on more than one occasion, but you did reply, you did respond, and you did see him when he texted you the last time. Maybe you slept with him the last time you talked, and you still respond to him as promptly as when you did when you first started. This is why he does it. It's because you keep letting him back in so easily that he still keeps knocking on your door without actually taking it any further. And unfortunately, by doing this, you're communicating to him that he doesn't need to commit to you or take you seriously to get what he wants. He doesn't need to make any real investment to claim the benefits. All it takes is a bit of effort on his part, a little bit of charm, a little bit of smoozing, and then he gets the time that he wants with you. When a woman is way too accessible to a guy, to her giving him his time and his body, then all he feels he can do is he can just put her in his back pocket and he can come back to her whenever he wants. You know, whenever it suits him. Which brings us on to why is he putting the effort in? And there are usually only two reasons why a guy comes back. One, he's curious to see what you're up to, see if you've moved on, whether he still has a bit of a sway and a bit of a pull on you. This isn't him necessarily wanting anything, it's just him being a curious cat to feed his own ego. Or two, he wants to have you as his female orbiter, i.e., he just wants you to be a sexual option for him. Nothing less, nothing more. Now, this isn't even necessarily saying that he doesn't enjoy spending time with you. It is definitely possible that he misses the companionship aspect of what you guys once had. However, if he thought that sex was definitely off the table, so like maybe you got into a relationship, maybe you got married, started having kids, or maybe you moved to a different country, he would most likely leave you alone completely. He wouldn't be hitting up your phone, he wouldn't be responding to your Insta stories, because he is only interested in the physical aspect of what you can give to him. And he thinks he'll get it, if you let him. Now onto the second part of his brain. Why you? He's probably the kind of guy who can attract and have sex with other girls. So why is he choosing you to do this with? Why not try and get sex from any of the other girls that maybe he could? Well, first, that is a misguided assumption for us to think that he's not trying it with other girls. It is more than likely that he is messaging other girls to have them as a sexual option as well. But still, why are you on his list? And there's a few likely reasons when this happens. A, you're familiar. He knows what he's going to get with you. And in his head, there's enough history between you both that he doesn't have to start from scratch. He doesn't need to take you out, doesn't need to, put in the groundwork, because to him, it's already been done. The path to sex with you is going to be much shorter than with a girl he has to start from scratch with. The other reason, B, is that maybe his other options of sexual opportunity is drying up. For one reason or another, they're just not happening, and so he's made his way to you. Choosing you and settling for you are very two different things, and never let a guy settle for you. Or third reason, C, is because he believes you don't have any standards. Not that you don't have any standards in regards to the guys that you're attracted to and that you want, but in regards to the treatment that you will accept from the guys that you want. He thinks that your standards are so low just because you want him, that even though he's rejected you and he's actually ghosted you, he can still ease his way back in with a smile. And this is why what you do next is so crucial. One thing it's really important to understand about men is that they do not commit to women that they do not respect. No respect, no commitment. And from him, sex is not an investment in you, it is an indulgence for him. So if you do want something more permanent with him, then respect has to be established. Which is why what you do next is all about commanding that respect. So when he does message you for that catch up, this is how you respond. Well, what a blast from the past you are. I'd almost forgotten about you. Sure, we can catch up, but coffee is on you. And here's what you've said to him in this one brilliantly crafted text. I know I crafted it myself, but I think it's really good and I'm about to tell you why. What a blast from the past. I.e., you're directly addressing the fact that he's not communicated with you for a while. I'd almost forgotten about you. You're telling him that you have a life. You haven't just been waiting for him to get in touch with you because you're busy. You have other things going on. And my favorite part, coffee is on you. I love this line because it tells him, one, he's not just gonna come over for Netflix and chill where you guys can just jump into bed together. You have standards. And two, the least he could do is pay for your coffee. That he needs to show tangible investment in order to spend time with you. And then this is what you do. The next few times you meet with him, it has to be out in public. Either a coffee shop or a walk or maybe a lunch. You have to meet him in a space where sex is off the table. You have to plant that seed in him now from the get-go that he comes back into your life, that you are the kind of woman who has standards, that you are the kind of woman who sets boundaries. And that if he wants to have you, then he needs to make more of an effort where it fulfills the things that you want. Now, if at the end of one of these dates you want to give him a bit of a kiss, that's okay. But maintain your standards, maintain your boundaries, and command that respect. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick. Pow.